I'm bringing on a new worker for my small business, and this comes from J.S. Smith 9909. How do I know if the new worker I've brought into my business is an employee or an independent contractor? Which one is better? First key thing to keep in mind is whether or not you're a new worker. Again, congratulations for creating a new job, because that's what we're called to do, so way to go on that. But the key point is it's not a matter of choice. Just because one may seem better than the other from a record-keeping standpoint, you either have an employee or an independent contractor. You can't just choose which one is easiest. And the key points are who controls the work product. You know, who tells the person what to do. If you tell them what time to be at work, what time they can leave work, maybe you tell them what to wear to work. You give them the tools they need. You provide the tools for them. You give them a computer, or you give them a hammer in the carpeting business. You tell them where to go, and you tell them how to do it. You kind of train your new worker. That is an employee. If you control the work, then most likely that individual is an employee. Okay? Now, the reverse. If all you really control is the end product, whether or not they did a good job, you don't tell them how to do it, where to do it, what tools to use, most likely you have an independent contractor. Independent contractors also usually have other clients beside you. That's another key indicator of an independent contractor. Now that can be difficult. The IRS, now I will go to another form here on the IRS website. The IRS will help you decide. If you're not sure, they'll help you determine exactly whether you have an independent contractor or an employee. They have a 20-point checklist that they use right on Form SS8 that will help you determine whether or not your new worker is an independent contractor or an employee. You can see the form is relatively easy. There's a section on general information, but there's also, you'll notice there's a section on behavioral control, there's a section on financial control, and there's a section on the relationship with the worker. All of those things are predicated on who controls that work product. Okay? Now, you don't have to actually fill this form out and send it to the IRS if you don't want to, but it's a great idea if you're not sure whether you have an employee or an independent contractor. Go out to Mahalo.com, download Form SS8, and go through the questions that the IRS asks on the form. Now, by answering those questions for yourself, you'll probably get a good idea of whether or not you have an independent contractor or you have an employee. And it's very important. I'm so glad you sent this question in, because it's very important that you decide that on the front end. Because there's paperwork, there's reporting, there's withholding of taxes, not withholding of taxes, a bunch of different hoops to jump through depending on which one that you have. So it's a great idea that you're looking to decide that on the front end. So thanks for that question. That's a very good one.